in the playoff spots for the lower seeds to cement their status as they go up against the last team in that conference. So very important games for all teams involved tonight.
All right. Somebody said my mic is messed up. I hope it's not echoing too badly. But thanks for letting our streamer know, our guy in the background. I'm sure he's going to get right on top of it. I'm sure there will be no issues from here on out.
Absolutely.
But anywho, oh, I see it says I'm talking in game, guys. See, you guys are so smart.
What the heck?
Hang on.
Using that feature.
There we go. It turned it off. Okay, the echo should be gone. That was on me. Sorry, boys. But we're back in business. We are literally back in business. First matchup we got coming at you. Chromium coming from the metals. Swiss Swindlers coming from the cheese franchise. 2K, do you know that franchise name?
The Cheese Guild, I believe.
The Cheese Guild. Okay,
yeah.
I'm all about it. Shut up. But that's going to be our first matchup. Let's see these teams here. You know what I mean? Polk, let's get on over to the next one. I want to see who's playing. Let's see who's getting down and dirty tonight.
So what you'll see on this graphic is that with 37 wins, Chromium is currently tied because the other team has already played their matches tonight. Currently tied at the top of the Solar Conference. So any wins they get tonight here put them in the first seed. Unless they get swept, then I don't know the exact tiebreaker shenanigans. Meanwhile, the Swiss Swindlers are on the top of their respective division, so they want as many games as possible to stay on top in that regard. Both teams with positive records, excellent shooting percentages, so this should be an excellent matchup.
Yeah, definitely an interesting matchup coming in. The first person I see, I'm not going to lie to you, is RL. Also a caster, you know, definitely one of the elders of the league. So I'm very excited to see him out there on the pitch. I hope he gets some time tonight, that's for sure. We're just waiting for the teams to come in, of course. Volume up a bit. I could do my best, Strut. I hope that's a little bit better for you, buddy. As I just shouted you out.
You're sitting here in chat, Strut, complaining about volume. Meanwhile, you're expected on the field here in 4 seconds. So how about we get our priorities straight there, good sir?
Got the team stats coming in hot. As you can see, both teams positive, as he mentioned. Metal a little bit ahead on this one, coming in at 37-11. Very impressive this late into the season. So that's going to be something to look out for. Any pregame predictions here, 2K? What are you thinking? An upset? Are we going to see, you know, what's on paper happen?
Okay, so I personally know 2 of the members on the Metal franchise, Corrupt Arrow and Mr. Nuke. I know that they are excellent players. I also know Jordan on the other side and Strut. They come to play. If I had to make the biggest Nostradamus play of my entire life, Chromium takes game 1 and 2. They switch it up on the Swiss Swindlers side for game number 3 and take 1. And our last game is probably going to Chromium as well. That's what I'm going to put my money on. Somebody clip it so you can hang it over my head when I'm completely incorrect at a later date.
You might be right. I don't know. Only time will tell. If these players will stop talking in our stream chat and get in the game, maybe we can get a game on screen for you guys. But, you know, priorities. It is what it is. But as I say that, it looks like the players are ready. They're going to hop out on the pitch now. Let's get over to the game time, real time, and get game 1 underway. Here we go.
Mycopolis and Corrupt Arrow on the diagonal kickoff to start us off. So we'll see immediately. Strut forced to make a dangerous save. Didn't quite have momentum on that one. Ducks keeping it in the zone. But that is the weirdest spelling of Genghis Khan I've ever seen. But I'll try to pronounce it correctly the next time I have to say it.
I think Genghis Khan's totally acceptable. A little double tap action. Just a little wide coming in from Corrupt. Seeing a lot of on-target shooting coming from this Metal team. Nice and early. Chromium team, rather. Genghis Khan with a nice little block there, forced to 50. Mycopolis, the first one there. Double commit, though, coming from Strut. This one's going to be just a little high coming in from Nuke. Good block from Genghis. Got a quick demo in the middle, and Myco meets him there and makes the clear. Going to be Corrupt now, sending it the other way. Genghis on the wall. At least we have a little offense coming in for the Swiss guys here. You know, they're trying to get all their ducks in a row.
Yeah, Blue was setting up for a good offensive push there, but two players kind of committed in that second man role, and they had to peel all the way out to corner. So now it is the Cheese Guild's time to shine with two demos. One didn't matter, but the one was on the goal line, and Mycopolis puts the first goal in for the night.
Yeah, just a great play all around. Genghis with the big demo on Nuke there, and then just nobody home as I think somebody from the Swiss actually got a demo. Oh, it was right there, Corrupt. I don't know how he managed to not get demoed because he got hit from the side, but regardless, ends in a Swiss goal, so 1-0 here, a minute in. Entertainment more and more coming at you. These guys are ready to play. They're hungry.
Yes, and this one, dangerous, straight down the middle of the field, and another demo, unfortunately, falling through that one and pushing it wide. Nuke dying as well. It seems as though the strategy from the Cheese Guild tonight is delete everyone from the lobby.
I think it's an excellent, bold, but excellent strategy. So far, it's working out for him. We'll see where it goes from here. But, yeah, looking like a little demolition derby out there rather than a 3v3 Rocket League game.
Oh, that one, unfortunately, had too much sauce coming across the goal line, so Corrupt couldn't quite squeeze it in past Strut there. In the Dominus, don't remember him using that one, but maybe he's feeling some type of way this evening. Feeling like an Aussie gamer, as it seems as though in competitive, the only people using those Dominuses are from Australia. Corrupt off the back wall now. Strut has to take an excellent 50, and it seems as though, no, he peels for boost, and Genghis is flying underneath the ball now. Can Blue keep this offense up with a big 50? And luckily, Strut is there to keep himself in the way.
Yeah, these Chromium guys, they have not let that ball get past half line. It has been on this Swiss side for quite a while now. They're struggling to find boost. They're running low, and I haven't seen a demo in the last minute or so, but there you have it. Chromium finally pushing through, making their way in, and Ledux getting his team on the board.
Well, no demo, but Corrupt Arrow definitely made an impactful bump on the goal line there. That was getting saved had Corrupt not slowed the momentum of the orange players. So now a tied game with half the game left to play. And Nuke might say kickoff goal time, and no, the double jump without the flip. You hate to see it. And Mycopolis is the happiest person in America.
As he brings down the other way, Nuke making a last-second save there. Strut trying to keep it alive. Corrupt's on the sideline uncontested. It's going to be Genghis to meet him in mid. Taking it down the side. Leduc sending it the other way. Good read from Myco. Takes one, gets it over another. Little jump, little finesse jump. Maybe trying to fake out Corrupt as he's going for it. Here comes Strut. Still in the corner, kicks it out to Genghis. This one's going to be across mid and a great 50 coming in from Ledux.
Now in the corner, unfortunate, has too high of a bounce. Ledux pushing this one back into the orange half for the first time in what feels like a very short amount of time. It has been a lot of offense coming out of here from Chromium, but one goal will seem to settle this game as both teams a lot more evenly matched out here on the pitch than on paper, and I don't know how that one doesn't go in. It has a blue trail all the way across the pitch, a pinch that nobody could have predicted, and now this results in orange offense as Genghis might have gotten a flip reset on that, and Ledux makes a very important touch to the corner.
Yeah, definitely, you're right with more Chromium offense, but they just can't seem to find the gap. Swiss is just hanging in on D, really locked down. As I say, that shot comes across the mid. What a pass. And Ledux with another one here in game one.
Oh, I missed how both of those players ended up on the same rotation. I'm not going to be able to see it in the replay. But as you see there, both players narrowly missing that one, but, you know, taking that same exact line. So I missed it, unfortunate, but that is the goal for Chromium, asserting their dominance, and you kind of think they should have had one a little earlier than that with how much offense they've been putting up, and it doesn't stop here. Myco now coming down the pitch with an excellent flick, but Corrupt wisely understanding they need to go all the way back. Grabbing that corner boost as well, and Strut with one on target, and nobody can quite get up to that one. Dueling Dragons out. It's a tied game once again.
Yeah, Corrupt just trying to buy his team some time, but Strut right there, right time, right place. Nuke not able to get it back in time, and there you have it. We're all tied up, 45 on the clock. It's anyone's game right now, 2K. It's anybody's game. We'll see what happens.
Absolutely. I genuinely don't know who I'd put my money on, actually, as I say that. I know who I'm putting my money on, because they're one goal up now. Falls exactly to Corrupt, beats the cheater, and in the E United away decal, pops it over the last defender.
Hey, it was only 3 seconds to score that one. It could be 3 seconds for the Swiss to score the next. Maiko and Corrupt in the mid. Gonna kick out right. Strut's gonna be the first one there. Off the back wall, dangerous. Nuke's up a little late. They got a touch. Maiko's gonna be there for the shot, but it's thrown away from Ledux. Corrupt now finds the clear. Strut with a little bit of a misread on the corner. Catches back up and gets a touch in. Ledux now shot on net. Genghis, oh, just a little too far wide, but Genghis, I don't think he was expecting the shot there, as he looked like he was rotating out. He was ready to get the ball moving forward when it came very close to that net.
Absolutely. Strut. And miscommunication in the midfield. Nobody understands who's going for bumps, who's going for shots, and Strut matrixes around the ball. And Corrupt will kill it. Chromium taking game number 1 as if the caster predicted it. But it was not as easy in my brain as it, played out there. That was a very close game.
No, it definitely was. I mean, look at the scoreline. Not too far off. Everybody's around the same general area. Obviously, Chromium taken away 1 game. Hey, congratulations, but you got 3 more to go. The Swiss are definitely here to play. They showed that in game 1. They might not have all the offense and all the ball pressure in the world, but they're staying strong on D and they're making it happen. So Chromium have their games laid out in front of them. I think they really got to focus up here and stay doing what they're doing, and hopefully they'll pull out, a couple more. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I wouldn't put them past them, honestly. They had a very good showing in that first game. And, this is... The RSC is so special, right? Because we're not spending money on these players. We don't have, statisticians from all across the country constantly keeping tabs on these people. The way that teams develop over a season, like, we have no idea why these teams are 10 games separated, right? How many subs are they playing? How many guys, are going to a wedding and can't make it? How many people get food poisoning and stuff? Or how many accidental own goals are there? Like, the record is not always indicative of how people will play on the pitch, and we're seeing that here. Even though there are 10 games separating these teams, it doesn't seem like it at all in game number 1, and please don't make me look like a fool in game number 2 and have the floodgates open.
Well, let's see what happens. So far, it's going to be Genghis to Maiko. Throws it up way high, going for the dunk. A nice little save coming out of Nuke there. Dangerously in front of the net. It's going to be Genghis up. Doesn't have the boost to get it. Neither does Ledux. Nuke comes out with the ball. It's met by Strut. He gets it by, though. Double miss coming from Maiko and Corrupt as Genghis now looking for a teammate. Pass back. This one's going to be off the backboard. Is Strut there? He is. The shot's going to be on that top bar down. And that's offense for you coming from the Swiss Swindlers.
You couldn't script a better team play right there. Keep in mind, even though this was a single touch from everybody on orange, that was also preceded by a give and go. So that was 5 touches in a row, perfectly placed to everybody on the orange team, and you'll never see a team play like that down here in Rival, and we just saw it. Incredible.
I mean, you like you said, I don't think you could have came up with a better team play. It was just fantastic. But here we go. We got Corrupt on his own back wall. He's going to choose to dribble this one out, maybe get it past mid. He does. Strut to kick it away. Hanging out now. Looks like Nuke and Genghis with the big 50. The shot's going to be on net. Maiko going to get there in time. Nuke back. Not stopping it. Strut not able to get there in time, and we're all tied up a minute in.
Yeah, he had to make a touch, right? You can't really fault him for the own goal because Nuke coming excellently off the wall, and that was going in, probably before it hits the far post there. So Strut has to stretch for it. And unfortunately, being so aligned, the acute angle there from the sidewall has no choice but to force it in his own net. Tied at 1, not as flashy as the first goal we saw, but a goal nonetheless, and the scoreboard, you don't mind. If you're the blue team, you're not trying to have it look pretty. You're just trying to be on the winner's podium by the time the game ends. So Ledux with a backflip there, not quite setting up his own touch, but that's okay. Genghis now taking a big 50, and a big 50 the other way, as Corrupt might be able to follow this one up. Not quite there for it, and now Strut gets a look at an empty net, puts it off the sidewall instead, and it seems as though we will come to a reset.
Yeah, a lot more even this time around, We definitely have a tie game, so for sure even. But in terms of the ball management, hanging in front and making sure they keep possession, Swiss seeming to do a lot better job. But Ledux on a takeaway, fakes out Genghis. Genghis not able to make the save. And Ledux, the striker of the night, putting his team ahead.
That is a grand champion decal, folks. Showing it off right there. And Genghis I don't even know if he could have gotten there. It looked as though the flip kind of yeeted himself around the ball instead of into it. So maybe it was a mechanical error. Maybe it was just Leducs being simply too speedy. Either way, another goal for Chromium as they now find themselves with a lead once again. But their 2-1 lead last game did not last very long as Strut's trying to say something about it to Genghis Khan instead with an excellent fake. Unfortunately won't fall due to the goal line defense, and now Corrupt and Nuke both committing for this one. An excellent pass out mid. Genghis too far wide for it, trying to force it back to his third man, unable to do so, and so now out of the quarter will be Leducs. Not if Strut has anything to say about it, but a beautiful ball off of the ceiling. Mykopolis has to make a backflip to save.
I mean, this is just brilliant and great and wonderful because we have one team, you know, the Swindlers, they're looking to make passing plays. I am pretty sure every time they touch the ball. I haven't seen a possession from them where it hasn't been a pass or a touch to a teammate before they decide to make that goal. And Chromium, they're just all out, you know. It's just, if you can make it, you can take it, go ahead, let's make it happen. So it's very interesting to see. And now we got a big demo coming from Maiko on the back. Maybe they're going to bring that frustration play back in, and we'll see another derby here.
I mean, it would be nice, but what the heck is that flip from Leducs? Leaves the net wide open.
I think he got bumped. As soon as I said that, maybe they'll bring the demo derby back.
Oh, I guess Strut either...
Yeah, he came across and swiped him, and that's why I think Leducs was late. Proving strong yet again. The Swiss Swindlers and their bumping plays are really getting under the skin of Chromium here, and hopefully they can keep it up for the next 2 minutes.
Doesn't look like it's affecting the mental quite yet, but it's definitely having the impact. I also don't want to take away from Genghis's shot, as he almost has another one in there. The placement required on that, because after that bump, the recovery was incredible, but not better than that shot. Nuke with a screamer under the bar. Both players coming through the air.
Just a classic play. I mean,
absolutely.
Just beat him to the ball and everything. Beautifully placed. You're not going to stop that. It's going to be really hard to stop that. And the Chromium find themselves up by 1.
Yeah.
And here we go. Uh-oh. Little demo coming in from Corrupt. Genghis just missing the ball with an opportunity, possibly. But Nuke's going to take it down. Carrying it, flicks over 1. He's going for the shot on his own. Genghis coming out of nowhere with the save and Strut to clear it away. Going to be Maiko on the corner. No boost. Unfortunate. Corrupt to make a touch.
Get in there.
Strut mixing it up, getting around. Nuke's going to push this one towards mid. Mykopolis looking for a little bit of a solo play maybe. Gets the second touch. Is met by Nuke and Leducs. Bit of a double commit, but Nuke able to scoff it up again and send it down to the Swiss's corner. Quick little touch from Genghis, saving lives out here. Leducs coming in hot. And here we go. 52 seconds left. Can the Swiss do it?
A whiff, but unfortunately Maiko kind of rushes that one, trying to beat the defender, which called the bluff, didn't go. And now we have a little bump action as physical as it's going on over from the orange side. Corrupt has been consistently going for these bumps on the goal line. And Nuke with an excellent ball to Leducs, like you said, striker of the night. You know, it's impossible to miss that one, I say, as I've never done it before, wink, wink. And so 4-2 now is the score line here on Beckwith Park. I think it's just the regular one, because the regular one is day and the night one is night. You know, the day divides the night, something, the day, the doors.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I missed the first
I saw the sun. I saw the sun.
Yeah. So Nuke hopefully not passing. Gets a flip reset, but now it might be... the bump actually helps Orange there. Corrupt able to force this one wide. 2 players flying for it. They need something special here in order to maybe find a kickoff goal. And I say that as Corrupt Arrow is the only one back. Rushing back, Mykopolis just needs to push it past Nuke. Unable to do so. Couldn't read his teammates' whiff. And with a ball into the dirt right there, Chromium will take game number 2, and 2K Stradamus is still riding high.
You did say 1 and 2, and then 3, the Swiss Swindlers were going to take a game. So far, yes, you're right. But regardless, what a game coming from Chromium there. I mean, just really pulling ahead. I thought the demos were going to come through, but like you said, Corrupt kind of was like, you know what, boys, we'll play their game too, and it proved very well for them. This time, the game by 4-2. So they're 2 games ahead in this series. Chromium looking to take game number 3 here. I don't think any subs are coming on the pitch. I think they're all good. I think they're pretty solid right now. They're looking hot.
Yeah, I mean, based on what it looked like in the pregame, they are missing one of their best players, highest shooting percentage, second most saves, and most goals on the team is Jordan. And unfortunately, Jordan is not here with us tonight. So this is technically the B squad from the Swiss Swindlers, and they are still, taking it to him. So nothing but props right there. I do believe in them for this game number 3, not because I want to be correct, but because they've been so close with it that if they can just, it seems as though Chromium is probably superior through the air, but this demo game and their game plan, right, I think is solid, and I think it could earn them a game here.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think the Swiss Swindlers find their space when they are bumping, when they are getting physical. So if I had to say anything to them, although probably none of them are listening, maybe Strut is because he was in chat earlier, but keep the bumps coming, guys. Keep the bumps coming. Get that Chromium team off their game. Keep them on the ground, like you said, and just play your own Rocket League. Don't try to fit in or try to beat them in the air because they're just a very talented team, and they've shown that all night. So here we go. Shot on net right off the rip. It's going to be Corrupt. Blocked away from Genghis. Got to be Mykopolis, first one to the ball. Strut looking for a teammate in mid. Might have passed it over, but it looked like a little bit of a bump there on Corrupt in the middle. Big demo coming in from Nuke. Gonna be Ledux. Looking for a solo play. Can't find the other touch. Mykopolis puts this one on net. Nuke is not back. And the Swiss Swindlers start this one ahead. 4:33 on the clock.
Strut deciding he wants to be in the Banana Fennec instead. Don't know if it had any sort of significance for that specific play, but a long ball catching the third man out is exactly what you love to see. If they can score goals without having to resort to being physical, they might truly have the upper hand in this game number 3. Mykopolis getting dunked from Nuke. Nuke with the man of the match performance. Last one with Genghis with an excellent save, and Ledux doesn't generate the power you think he's going to, and so flying across the goal line is the orange defender, unfortunately not forcing it wide enough.
So close. I thought Mykopolis was going to get there. He was so very close, but Strut not in the right spot. Mykopolis not able to get there in the nick of time, and we're all tied up. Big face-off goals. What is going on? It just pinched off a tube? Maybe a little pincharoo in the mid from Corrupt here? Oh no, miscommunication. Unfortunately, Corrupt not making the jump he need to, and Genghis getting away with a freebie here, putting his team up by 1.
I wouldn't characterize Corrupt as one who often makes mechanical errors, and unfortunately...
Hey, I said a miscommunication.
Okay, yeah. If you want to blame it on comms!
Miscommunication.
Another one! Strut, another one! Oh man, that was almost a second goal in quick succession, unfortunately. Nothing falling inside the bar there, so now Mykopolis stuck in the net for watching Nuke right above his head. Willem Dafoe meme. And so now Strut and Mykopolis both flying for this one. Corrupt passing into no man's land. This surely should be an orange attack, but Nuke is simply just the fastest in the lobby right now. Strut with another play down the field. Corrupt there to meet him, and it seems as though both teams will now struggle at the midfield to gain any sort of footing.
I haven't been paying too close of attention. Oh, wow. I'm not sure what happened here. But
double commit into poor wall touch.
Oh, well, yeah, that'll do it. As Strut finds the back of the net here. The Swiss Swindlers up by 2, 3:30. But as I was mentioning before, I haven't been paying too much attention to the boost management. But Nuke is one to always generally have the boost, so I would assume, yeah, he should be the quickest one out there. As I say that, puts one on net. Got to get blocked away from Genghis. Quick pass over to the middle. Ledux is forced to get any kind of touch. Whoop. Strut with a little bit of a misread, no big deal. He's got the firework boost going, love that.
Oh,
festive. In honor of the 4th. I see what he's going for. Corrupt now off the backboard, looking for Nuke. Strut's going to get there in time and deflect away. Ledux now looking for one. Fakes him out, goes to Corrupt, and a big challenge from Genghis. This one's flying over, maybe on net, but just a little wide. Nuke now, possession on the ball. Ledux with a demo on the backside. Flicks it over one. Corrupt there, but not at the right time. A little bit of a double jump there from him is going to result in nothing. Ledux now.
Oh my God.
On it. Not going to quite be there on time.
Well, I don't know how you could read that ball from Strut. He literally sat on it and like pinched it underneath of himself.
I wasn't sure either. I was like, holy moly, where is this thing going?
Oh, but a big dunk. Mykopolis is the first one up. Gonna be the first one on contact. A bouncer into the bar. Can Strut read? Strut can! It doesn't fall! And
Oh, no.
The Ducks now going the complete other way up to Nuke.
And Nuke stole the goal.
Oh,
How rude.
Geez.
How rude.
Oh, man.
I know he's freaking out in comms right now. Probably not. They're probably fine. They're happy. You know, they're closing the lead here. We're down 3, or they're only down 1 now, rather. 2:17 to go. You know, they can still make this happen. I kind of want you to be wrong, unfortunately, because I know you said you didn't want the Swiss to lose because of your prediction, but you know, hey, I'm hoping for it. Let's see what happens. I think Chromium's got what it takes.
I mean, it would be almost expected, right?
True.
Their team, they don't have their full roster on the other side, and Strut is sometimes backwards on the wall, so like you think that maybe you have something to say about it, but he's still 1 goal down as Corrupt trying to lob that one, you know, probably just a touch he had to make out of the corner for the sake of touching the ball, and I say that Leducs maybe had a window to squeeze that one. It was hugging the wall, and those are always very difficult. Nuke first to the ball. What else is new? Setting up Leducs off the sidewall, but this time Strut is narrowly in the path of destruction, and so it seems as though bump plays are now on Blue's mind, but they might get punished for it, as Maiko needs to put it over one, but can't get it over Leducs. There were 2 defenders back by the time he takes the shot, and it doesn't quite fall.
Yeah, I was getting pretty nervous there. You saw the whole blue team on Orange's side, nobody back. I mean, that was pretty dangerous. They got lucky, though, and managed to keep the ball out of their net. As I say that, Genghis now trying to rush one down. He's going to get met by Leducs, who sends it the other way. Strut, the only man back. This one's going to be off the backboard. An unfortunate touch to the outside. Mykopolis now looking for some space. He's going to get met by Nuke, who touches once. Cannot get the beat, but gets a solid 50.
Double.
Big double coming in. Strut now taking this one away, looking to make something happen on his side of things.
Oh, no.
Corrupt, but Corrupt. I don't know if it was a misread or what it was, but that was definitely a mechanical error as Strut getting in past him and just tap-aroo. Nice easy goal for him. So puts his team up by 2, 37 seconds left, and it's looking like your prediction might be right.
I mean, I promise that things aren't scripted, but B, I said double not because I'm an idiot and was thinking there was some sort of double commit while the ball was literally nowhere near the backboard. That's under the bar, off the post, Genghis, one more time, not quite there. Nuke, able to get that, but Strut keeping it in the zone. Maiko's up first, and the narrow miss as another one comes across. I'm trying to say that there was a double commit in the midfield, which made Corrupt race for his life back there, and I think the only reason he missed that save was simply because he was trying to maintain supersonic on low boost, realizing that both of his teammates were out of position, as this one falls into the dirt once again. Swiss Swindlers taking game number 3. I swear we didn't organize this beforehand.
No, we did not. This was very last second. Me and 2K weren't even on the casting ballot for tonight. So had some unfortunate sicknesses, but we're here nonetheless, and we're having a good time. The Swiss Swindlers finding their way as 2K, you know, made a random prediction, right, guys? Quote, end quote, random prediction. But nonetheless, they take game 3. So this one's turning into a real series here. Chromium got to reevaluate, I think, coming into this next one. They were definitely faster to the ball still, I thought anyway. But a couple of just mechanical errors, playing errors out there from the Chromium team, and they found their way. They found their gaps. Swiss Swindlers putting it away. So they're going to have to definitely focus in, and look at game 4.
Well, there was definitely no in-field pass that made you think, like, oh, wow, they're the better team. Like, Chromium didn't outplay the Swiss Swindlers that time, which gave them room. So now this is the game that I'm definitely worried about. With 2 games already in the bank, Chromium have cemented themselves, maintaining their top position in the Solar Conference. But a second win here for the Cheese Guild is very important for their playoff hopes, as we're getting back into division games, which always are great deciders, which is why they are reserved for the last 3 games of the season. You want as many wins before that time as possible to allow for whatever variance is going to go down. So they need these points because they're in a wild card spot.
All right, let's see what happens. So far, so good. Everybody's pretty neutral. Ball's kicking back and forth. We're going to have Nuke on it here in the corner. Grab some boost. Good little wall pinch. Strut able to get some kind of a touch on it. It's going to leave it to Corrupt. Good block coming in from Genghis. Nuke now looking for his teammate Ledux. I think he got a little bit of a bump and a 50 going in Mycopolis' favor. Little team bump here in the corner from Corrupt and Nuke. Very little boost, so Strut's going to come, but what a 50 coming from Corrupt. Hanging out, he's going to give it to his teammate. Doesn't get the bump that he's looking for. And a little bit of mind game coming in from Nuke now. He's going to play this one off the backboard, but Myco breaking it up, making sure that his team is safe and okay and back and in position as they are. Nuke now off the corner looking for the solo. Strut, first one there. Genghis coming out of nowhere for this 50. Manages to get it out to Mycopolis. Corrupt says no. Not today. Corrupt still on it. Nuke coming in out of nowhere.
God. Oh my god.
Balls in front of net. Wow. Strut and Myco, a little bit of a double commit, but not too shabby. This one's scary across the middle. Genghis breaking it up. And this Swiss Swindler is staying alive. This one's off post. Strut's going to be there for the shot, but no. Gets the wrong touch. Jumps a little too soon.
I was literally about to make a comment about how Dominus Strut is the problem and Fenix Strut is the future, and he simply just needed to hit that one better. That was a goal. That was the first goal and the lead for the Cheese Guild if they could have slotted that one. Unfortunately, they will not find it there, as they'll have to keep working as 2 minutes have already passed. The game goes so quickly when we don't have teams scoring over and over, as Ledux is trying to actively change that. A blue trail 50-50 all the way back to the midfield will set up Corrupt for some sort of wall, air dribble, double flipperoonie that doesn't quite connect.
Quite the creative copy pasta in chat. Spam this pitchfork. Let's take out Mycopolis. Spam this pitchfork and burn down the Metropolis. I have to admit, quite the ring and very creative. As you say that, he said no, because Mycopolis making it happen completely solo on his own. Kicks the ball up and out and right into the back of the net. The Swiss Swindlers finally finding their way to a 1-goal lead.
I mean, the part of what Chromium is doing that has made them very effective in this series is they are fake challenging well. However, in that instance, Nuke says, okay, you got full boost, you got the ball on the wall, I'll fake challenge anyway. And Mycopolis says, okay, here's the strongest shot you've ever seen in your life, golazo. And so instead, they get punished for that. Now, here's where the doubt starts creeping into your mental, where you just lost the last game. You believe you're the better team already going into it, and so when things don't go your way, as Genghis is almost ushering the ball into his own back line, the most calculated back pass you've seen of the night so far, and I'll say so far because we have no idea what's going to happen in the next two. Ledux with 100 boost out of the corner, getting dunked into oblivion by Genghis, but that means he's on the wall for a head. In this one, a little flip, gets past one, Strut needs to turn, and he doesn't, and Nuke goes man mode, doing it all himself.
Yeah, it might have been a miscommunication here, because it looked like Mycopolis wanted to go, and then maybe Strut was like, oh, yeah, I'm here. You're like, yeah, and yeah, Nuke just finding it, playing it nice and easy, slow, easy Rocket League, and finding himself to tie up the match. So 149 here, it's going to be Nuke and Myco in the middle. Ledux taking it away. Strut on the back wall, nice, strong, clear. Nuke somehow finding a touch, but not to a teammate. Pass back to Strut. This one's going to be on net. No! Oh! Post out! Just when you thought it was all good, this shot's going to be on net too, but Myco's going to be back in time. Pure madness. Nuke down with another shot. Genghis with the save. A big demo coming in from Nuke as well. Shot's not on net. This one as a double commit comes, but Nuke stays in the Swiss's half for whatever reason. Not sure why he's there, and picks himself a nice little goal to put himself in the lead. So 122, Chromium finding a way to stay on top and hopefully come away with game 4.
Jesus, I mean, Strut can't buy a goal at this point, man. I feel so bad that, like, the only person to, like, consistently hit posts or, like, not score the ones that you think should be scored, it's been Strut the whole night as Corrupt is doubling off of the back wall. It's gone to pot, and I can't help but feel that I need to be blamed for it as I spoke it into existence. Here we are with a minute 12. It's not out of the realm of possibility that they can score 2 goals on the Swiss side. But they might be looking for a little turkey combination Club Sandwich, however, unfortunately, they are sitting in the fridge, getting a little moldy. Time to throw them into the trash can. That was too mean. I didn't mean it like that, but it's what you do to moldy cheese, okay?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I'm not. You had a wonderful series, okay? And even if you lose this game 4, as I correctly predicted, pats on the back. I don't know if you can hear me doing them. Valiant effort, really, with not even your starting roster.
It was well played. I was very surprised at how close it was. Regardless, I thought it was a great night for both teams. They both had their ups and downs, and, game 4, a little off. Corrupt looking for another goal at the end here. He's going to dish it off to Nuke. Nuke not putting this one quite too hot, but it comes out hot the other way. Shot on net for Maiko. Trying to make something happen right here at the end. I respect it. You can never count them out. Maybe a couple more demos. Let's get the demos back in, like I said before. We haven't seen them in a while. Let's get some more demos in. And some quick goals. 36 seconds. That's all you got. Let's see what you got there. See what you got to make it happen.
I have to acknowledge the assist there was a ridiculous post pitch, like something you would expect a freestyler to be going for or a Mimi streamer, but just the absolutely calculatedness of it. But you get 3 people jumping for balls at the back wall. Nobody quite lands in position to go again, and Leduc's setting up the easiest goal of Nuke's life so far this series.
I think that's what's setting them apart right now, too, from the Swiss Swindlers, is that they send all 3 guys up, and they stay up. There's never, I feel like, a guy back in the right position. They're just hoping that other team isn't ready for a counterplay. And generally speaking, they're there for the goal, and they make it happen with those 3 guys upfield. So, very aggressive play coming from Chromium, proving very well.
Please.
And Strut with a shot on net, blocked away from Corrupt. Time ticking away. Easy to say Chromium's got this one in the bag. It's okay. There's 2 seconds. I would have tripled too.
Yeah.
Big demo coming in from Nuke here. Don't keep it up. How dare you? Corrupt with a shot headed towards Leduc's trying to slam it. Thankfully, it's off net because that's bad sportsmanship. We don't take that around here. How dare you, Leduc's?
I don't remember who the GM is of Metal now, but please... I don't know the GM of the Cheese Guild. Please do not DM me asking me why I scripted this and why I didn't say anything nicer about them pregame. It's just how I felt emotionally, how this one was going to go. I'll call it right now. I think our next series is going to be a sweep. Oh, no. It's just, I'm sorry if I'm too smart for the game, but both teams, incredible job, well done. It might be the result that we kind of predicted in the front end of it based on